The arrival of the unknown. The stars shimmered in the vast expanse of space, their light piercing through the darkness like tiny beacons of hope. The Galactic Federation vessel Eclipse of Dawn floated silently in orbit around a small, unremarkable planet on the edge of the Andromeda sector. Its crew, the Krill, were a proud species of insectoid warriors known for their unmatched resilience and technological prowess. They had conquered countless worlds, subjugated entire civilizations, and prided themselves on being the galaxy's ultimate survivors. But today, they were about to encounter something that would challenge everything they believed about strength and survival. High Commander Zorath, a towering figure with a chitinous exoskeleton that gleamed under the ship's artificial light, stood on the command deck. His multifaceted eyes scanned the holographic display before him, which showed the planet below, a blue-green orb teeming with life. The Krill had detected strange energy signatures emanating from its surface, unlike anything they had ever encountered. "Report," Zorath commanded, his voice a deep, resonant hum that echoed through the chamber. First Officer Kilara, a sleek and agile Krill with iridescent wings, folded neatly against her back, stepped forward. "High Commander, the planet's atmosphere is rich in oxygen, a highly reactive gas that would be lethal to most species. Yet our scans indicate a dominant sentient species thriving in these conditions. They call themselves humans." Zorath's mandibles clicked in amusement. "Oxygen brothers. How primitive. What else do we know about them?" Kilara hesitated, her antennae twitching nervously. "Their planet is chaotic. Extreme temperature variations, violent weather patterns, and constant geological activity. They build their cities in the most unstable regions, often near active volcanoes and fault lines. And yet they not only survive, they seem to thrive. They even engage in recreational activities during these natural disasters." Zorath's amusement turned to disbelief. Recreational activities? In the face of danger? Are they insane? Before Kilara could respond, the ship's sensors blared an alarm. A small vessel, sleek and angular, had appeared on the edge of their detection range. It moved with a speed and precision that defied the Krill's understanding of physics. "High Commander," Kilara said, her voice tinged with unease, "the human vessel is hailing us." Zorath straightened, his exoskeleton creaking with the movement. "Put them on screen." The holographic display flickered, and the image of a human appeared. She was tall, with smooth skin and a confident smile that revealed far too many teeth. Her eyes, a piercing shade of green, seemed to look straight through Zorath. "Greetings, Krill vessel," the human said, her voice calm and steady. "I am Captain Alina Reyes of the Earth ship Odyssey. We noticed you scanning our planet and thought we'd say hello. Welcome to Earth." Zorath's mandibles clicked rapidly, a sign of irritation. "How did you detect us? We are running silent with our most advanced cloaking technology." Captain Reyes chuckled, a sound that seemed both friendly and unnerving. "Oh, we've been experimenting with quantum sensors. They're quite good at picking up cloaked ships. But don't worry, we come in peace. In fact, we'd love to show you around. Care to join us for a cup of coffee?" Zorath exchanged a glance with Kilara. "Coffee? What kind of invitation was that?" "High Commander," Kilara whispered, "their technology is far more advanced than we anticipated. Perhaps it would be wise to accept their offer and learn more about them." Zorath hesitated. The Krill were not known for their diplomacy, but curiosity got the better of him. "Very well, Captain Reyes. We will send a delegation to your vessel." As the transmission ended, Zorath turned to his crew. "Prepare a shuttle and arm yourselves. We do not know what to expect from these humans." The Krill shuttle approached the Odyssey with caution. The human ship was a marvel of engineering, its hull adorned with intricate designs that seemed to shimmer in the starlight. As they docked, Zorath and his team donned their environmental suits, designed to protect them from the oxygen-rich atmosphere of the human vessel. The airlock hissed open, revealing Captain Reyes and a small group of humans waiting to greet them. "Welcome aboard," she said, extending a hand. Zorath stared at it for a moment before realizing it was a gesture of goodwill. He awkwardly reached out and shook it, his exoskeleton clinking against her soft skin. As they walked through the ship, Zorath couldn't help but notice the humans' casual demeanor. They moved with ease, laughing and chatting as if they weren't surrounded by the vacuum of space. The Krill, on the other hand, felt out of place in their bulky suits. Captain Rice led them to a spacious observation deck, where a large window offered a breathtaking view of Earth. "Beautiful, isn't it?" she said, her voice filled with pride. "Our home." Zorath nodded, though he couldn't understand why anyone would want to live on such a volatile planet. "Your species has adapted well to these conditions," he admitted. Rice smiled. "We didn't just adapt, we embraced it. Earth's challenges made us stronger, more resilient. We learned to turn danger into opportunity." As she spoke, Zorath noticed something strange. The human's eyes sparkled with a kind of energy he had never seen before. It wasn't just survival, it was joy. They thrived in the face of adversity, finding beauty in the chaos. Before he could process this revelation, the ship's intercom crackled to life. "Captain, we're receiving a transmission from Earth." "It's the President." Reyes excused herself, leaving Zorath and his team alone on the observation deck. Kylara turned to him, her antennae twitching nervously. "High Commander, these humans, they're unlike any species we've encountered. They don't just survive, they conquer their environment. What does that mean for us?" Zorath didn't have an answer. For the first time in his life, he felt a flicker of doubt. The Krill had always believed they were the galaxy's ultimate survivors. But now, faced with the indomitable spirit of humanity, he couldn't help but wonder if they had met their match. As the shuttle returned to the eclipse of dawn, Zorath couldn't shake the feeling that everything was about to change. The humans were not just another species to be conquered. They were a force of nature, unpredictable and unstoppable. And as he looked out at the stars, he realized that the galaxy would never be the same. The challenge of the impossible. The eclipse of dawn hung in orbit, its sleek, angular form a stark contrast to the vibrant blue-green planet below. High Commander Zorath stood on the command deck, his multifaceted eyes fixed on the holographic display of Earth. The encounter with the humans had left him unsettled. Their confidence, their adaptability, and their sheer audacity were unlike anything he had ever seen. "High Commander," First Officer Kylara said, her voice breaking the silence. "The humans have invited us to visit their planet. They wish to show us something they call an extreme sports festival." Zorath's mandibles clicked in confusion. Extreme sports? What is the purpose of such an event? Kylara hesitated, her antennae twitching. "From what I understand, it is a display of their ability to conquer their environment. They take the most dangerous aspects of their world and turn them into games. It is both a celebration of their resilience and a demonstration of their strength." Zorath considered this. The Krill had always prided themselves on their ability to survive in the harshest conditions, but the humans seemed to take it a step further. They didn't just survive, they thrived. Perhaps observing this festival would provide valuable insight into their capabilities. "Very well," Zorath said. "Prepare a landing party. We will attend this festival." The Krill shuttle descended through Earth's atmosphere, its hull glowing from the heat of re-entry. Zorath and his team, clad in their environmental suits, watched as the landscape below came into view. Towering mountains, vast oceans, and sprawling cities stretched out before them, a testament to the planet's diversity. The shuttle touched down in a large stadium nestled between two mountain ranges. The air was filled with the sound of cheering crowds and the hum of advanced technology. Captain Elena Reyes was waiting for them, her smile as confident as ever. "Welcome to the Global Extreme Sports Festival," she said, gesturing to the bustling arena. "This is where we push the limits of what's possible. I think you'll find it enlightening." Zorath stepped out of the shuttle, his exoskeleton creaking under the unfamiliar gravity. The atmosphere was thick with oxygen, and the sunlight was almost blinding. He adjusted his suit's filters and followed Reyes into the stadium. The first event was already underway. A group of humans were racing down a steep, rocky slope on what appeared to be modified hoverboards. The terrain was treacherous, with jagged rocks and sudden drops, but the riders navigated it with ease, performing flips and spins as they went. "What is the purpose of this?" Zorath asked, his voice tinged with disbelief. Reyes chuckled. "It's called downhill hoverboarding. The goal is to reach the bottom as quickly as possible while performing tricks. It's a test of skill, balance, and courage." Zorath watched as one of the riders launched off a cliff, spinning through the air before landing gracefully on the slope below. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Zorath couldn't help but feel a flicker of admiration. The next event was even more astonishing. A group of humans were free-falling from the edge of space, their bodies encased in sleek, aerodynamic suits. They plummeted toward the Earth at incredible speeds, only to deploy parachutes at the last possible moment. "Skydiving from the stratosphere," Reyes explained. "It's one of our most extreme sports. The human body can withstand incredible forces, and we've learned to harness that." Zorath's mandibles clicked in amazement. The Krill had always believed their exoskeletons made them superior, but the humans' ability to endure such conditions without any natural protection was impressive. As the day went on, Zorath and his team witnessed a series of increasingly daring events. Humans surfed on massive waves generated by underwater earthquakes, climbed sheer cliffs without safety equipment, and even raced through active volcanic zones. Each event was more dangerous than the last, yet the participants approached them with a sense of joy and excitement. "High Commander," Kylara whispered, her voice filled with awe. "These humans, they are not just surviving. They are thriving. They have turned their planet's dangers into opportunities for growth and exploration." Zorath nodded, his mind racing. The Krill had always viewed their harsh homeworld as a burden, something to be endured. But the humans had embraced their environment, using it to push the boundaries of what was possible. It was a perspective he had never considered. The final event of the day was the most spectacular of all. A group of humans had constructed a massive obstacle course that spanned a canyon, complete with swinging ropes, narrow beams, and flaming hoops. The participants had to navigate the course while avoiding falling rocks and sudden gusts of wind. As the race began, Zorath watched in stunned silence. The humans moved with incredible agility and precision, their bodies twisting and turning in ways that defied logic. They laughed and cheered each other on, their camaraderie evident even in the face of danger. One participant, a young woman with fiery red hair, reached the final obstacle, a narrow beam suspended over a deep chasm. The wind howled around her, threatening to knock her off balance, but she remained focused. With a deep breath, she sprinted across the beam, leaping onto the platform on the other side just as the beam collapsed into the canyon below. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Zorath found himself clapping along with them. The woman turned to the audience, her face glowing with triumph. "This," Reyes said, her voice filled with pride, "is what it means to be human. We face our fears, embrace our challenges, and find joy in the journey. It's not just about survival, it's about living." Zorath looked at her, his mind racing with thoughts and questions. The Krill had always believed they were the galaxy's ultimate survivors, but the humans had shown him a different way. They had turned their world's dangers into opportunities, finding strength and joy in the face of adversity. As the sun set over the stadium, Zorath made a decision. The Krill had much to learn from these humans. Perhaps together, they could achieve something greater than either species could alone. The Alliance of Strength. The Krill delegation returned to the eclipse of dawn with their minds buzzing from the spectacle they had witnessed on Earth. High Commander Zorath sat in his command chair, his multifaceted eyes staring at the holographic display of the planet below. The humans had shown him a side of existence he had never imagined. A world where danger was not just endured but embraced, where challenges were met with creativity and joy. "High Commander," First Officer Kilara said, breaking the silence. "The humans have extended another invitation. They wish to collaborate with us on a joint mission, a test of our combined strengths." Zorath's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. "A joint mission? What do they propose?" Kilara activated the holographic display, showing a distant star system. "They call it the Gauntlet of Andromeda. It is a region of space filled with extreme phenomena, gravitational anomalies, plasma storms, and rogue black holes. The humans believe it is the ultimate test of survival and ingenuity." Zorath leaned forward, his interest piqued. The Krill had always prided themselves on their ability to navigate the galaxy's dangers, but the Gauntlet of Andromeda was notorious even among their kind. Few ships had ever returned from its depths. "Why would they propose such a mission?" Zorath asked. Kilara hesitated. "They see it as an opportunity to learn from each other. The humans believe that by combining our strengths, we can achieve what neither species could alone." Zorath considered this. The humans had shown him a new way of thinking, but he was still wary. The Krill had always been a solitary species, relying on their own strength and technology. Yet the idea of collaborating with the humans was intriguing. "Very well," Zorath said. "Inform Captain Rice that we accept their proposal. Prepare the ship for departure." The Eclipse of Dawn and the human vessel Odyssey traveled side by side through the void of space, their crews working together to prepare for the challenges ahead. The humans had brought with them a wealth of knowledge and technology, including advanced quantum sensors and adaptive shielding systems. The Krill, in turn, shared their expertise in high-gravity navigation and exoskeletal enhancements. As they approached the Gauntlet of Andromeda, the tension on both ships was palpable. The region was a swirling maelstrom of cosmic forces, its dangers visible even from a distance. "High Commander," Kilara said, her voice tense, "we are entering the Gauntlet. The first challenge is a gravitational anomaly, a cluster of neutron stars creating unpredictable tidal forces." Zorath nodded. "Activate the adaptive shielding. Prepare for evasive maneuvers." The ships entered the anomaly, their hulls groaning under the strain. The gravitational forces twisted and pulled at them, threatening to tear them apart. The Krill crew worked tirelessly, their exoskeletons reinforced to withstand the pressure. On the Odyssey, Captain Rice and her team were equally busy. Their quantum sensors detected subtle shifts in the gravitational field, allowing them to navigate the chaos with precision. "Zorath," Raya's voice came through the comms, calm and steady. "We're detecting a safe path through the anomaly. Follow our lead." Zorath hesitated for a moment before giving the order. "Follow the Odyssey. Trust their guidance." The ships moved in unison, their crews working together to navigate the treacherous currents. The humans' adaptability and the Krill's resilience proved to be a powerful combination. The next challenge was a plasma storm, a swirling vortex of superheated gas and electromagnetic radiation. The storm's energy crackled against the ship's shields, threatening to overwhelm them. "High Commander," Kilara said, her voice strained. "Our shields are at 60%. We cannot withstand much more of this." Zorath clenched his mandibles. "Rise, we need a solution." On the Odyssey, Rice and her team were already working on a plan. "We can use the storm's energy to our advantage," she said. "If we synchronize our shields, we can create a resonance field that will deflect the plasma." Zorath nodded. "Do it." The ship's shields merged, creating a powerful resonance field that repelled the plasma. The storm's energy surged around them, but the field held strong. As they emerged from the storm, the crews of both ships let out a collective sigh of relief. The humans cheered and high-fived, their camaraderie evident even in the face of danger. The Krill, though more reserved, couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. The final challenge was the most daunting. A rogue black hole, its event horizon shimmering with deadly energy. The black hole's gravitational pull was immense, threatening to drag the ships into its depths. "High Commander," Kylara said, her voice filled with urgency. "Our engines are at maximum power, but we are being pulled in." Zorath's mind raced. The Krill had faced black holes before, but never one of this magnitude. "Reyes, we need a plan." On the Odyssey, Reyes and her team were already working on a solution. "We can use the black hole's own gravity against it," she said. "If we create a controlled singularity, we can generate enough thrust to escape." Zorath hesitated. The idea was risky, but they had no other choice. "Proceed." The ship's engines roared as they generated a controlled singularity, creating a burst of energy that propelled them away from the black hole. The gravitational forces twisted and pulled at them, but the singularity held strong. As they emerged from the gauntlet of Andromeda, the crews of both ships erupted in cheers. The humans celebrated with laughter and hugs, while the Krill exchanged respectful nods. Zorath sat in his command chair, his mind racing with thoughts and emotions. The mission had been a success, but it had also changed him. The humans had shown him a new way of thinking, a way that embraced challenges and found strength in unity. "High Commander," Kylara said, her voice filled with awe. "We have achieved what no species could alone. The humans. They are truly remarkable." Zorath nodded. "Indeed, they have shown us that survival is not just about strength. It is about adaptability, creativity, and unity. Perhaps together, we can achieve even greater things." As the eclipse of dawn and the Odyssey traveled back to Earth, Zorath couldn't help but feel a sense of hope. The galaxy was vast and filled with dangers, but with the humans by their side, the Krill could face anything. The birth of a new era. The journey back to Earth was filled with a sense of accomplishment and camaraderie that neither the Krill nor the humans had anticipated. The success of their joint mission through the Gauntlet of Andromeda had forged a bond between the two species, a bond built on mutual respect and shared triumph. High Commander Zorath found himself reflecting on the humans' unique approach to challenges, their ability to turn danger into opportunity, and their unyielding spirit. It was a perspective that had begun to shift his own understanding of strength and survival. As the eclipse of dawn and the Odyssey entered Earth's orbit, Captain Alina Reyes contacted Zorath. "High Commander, we've received word from Earth's leadership. They're eager to formalize an alliance between our species. They've proposed a grand ceremony to celebrate our collaboration and to discuss the future." Zorath's mandibles clicked thoughtfully. "An alliance. This is a significant step. The Krill have never formally allied with another species before." Reyes smiled. "There's a first time for everything. Besides, I think we've proven that we make a pretty good team." Zorath nodded. "Very well. We will attend this ceremony." The ceremony was held in the heart of Earth's largest city, a sprawling metropolis that stretched as far as the eye could see. Towering skyscrapers gleamed in the sunlight, their surfaces covered in solar panels and greenery. The Krill delegation, led by Zorath and Kylara, stepped off their shuttle and into a world that was both alien and awe-inspiring. The humans had prepared a grand stage in the center of the city, surrounded by thousands of spectators. The air was filled with music, laughter, and the hum of excitement. Zorath and his team, still clad in their environmental suits, felt out of place amidst the vibrant energy of the crowd. Captain Reyes greeted them with a warm smile. "Welcome to Earth's capital. This is a historic moment, one that will be remembered for generations." As the ceremony began, Earth's leaders took the stage, their voices amplified by advanced sound systems. They spoke of unity, collaboration, and the potential for a brighter future. Zorath listened intently, his mind racing with thoughts of what this alliance could mean for the Krill. When it was his turn to speak, Zorath stepped onto the stage, his exoskeleton gleaming under the bright lights. The crowd fell silent, their eyes fixed on the towering Krill leader. "People of Earth," Zorath began, his voice deep and resonant. "Your species has shown us a new way of thinking, a way that embraces challenges and finds strength in unity. We have faced the dangers of the galaxy together, and in doing so, we have discovered that we are stronger together than we are apart. Today, we stand on the brink of a new era, an era of collaboration, exploration, and shared prosperity. Let this alliance be a testament to the power of unity and the boundless potential of our combined strengths." The crowd erupted in applause, their cheers echoing through the city. Zorath felt a sense of pride and hope that he had never experienced before. After the ceremony, Zorath and Rais met with Earth's leaders to discuss the details of the alliance. The humans proposed a joint initiative to explore uncharted regions of the galaxy, to share technology and knowledge, and to establish a council of representatives from both species to oversee their collaboration. Zorath was impressed by the humans' vision and ambition. "Your proposal is bold," he said, "but it is also necessary. The galaxy is vast and filled with challenges that no single species can face alone. Together, we can achieve greatness." As the discussions continued, Kailara approached Zorath. "High Commander, the humans have also proposed a cultural exchange program. They believe that understanding each other's cultures is key to building a strong alliance." Zorath nodded. "A wise suggestion. The Krill have much to learn from the humans, and they from us. Let us embrace this opportunity." The cultural exchange program began immediately. Krill scientists and engineers visited Earth's research facilities, marveling at the humans' ingenuity and creativity. They learned about Earth's history, its art, and its traditions, gaining a deeper understanding of what made the humans so unique. In return, the humans visited the Eclipse of Dawn, where they were introduced to Krill technology and culture. They were fascinated by the Krill's exoskeletal enhancements and their ability to survive in high-gravity environments. The exchange fostered a sense of mutual respect and admiration between the two species. One evening, Zorath and Rais stood on the observation deck of the Eclipse of Dawn, looking out at the stars. The alliance had already begun to yield results, with joint research projects and exploration missions underway. "Zorath," Rais said, her voice filled with excitement, "we've just received word from one of our deep space probes. It's detected a planet with conditions similar to Earth, but with resources that could benefit both our species." Zorath's mandibles clicked in interest. "A new world to explore. This is an opportunity we cannot ignore." Rais nodded. "I was hoping you'd say that. Let's make it our first joint mission under the Alliance." The mission to the new planet was a resounding success. The Krill and humans worked together to establish a research outpost, combining their strengths to overcome the planet's challenges. The collaboration was seamless, with each species contributing their unique skills and knowledge. As the outpost took shape, Zorath and Rais stood on a hill overlooking the site. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the landscape. "Zorath," Rais said, her voice filled with pride, "this is just the beginning. Together, we can explore the galaxy, unlock its secrets, and build a future that benefits both our species." Zorath nodded, his multifaceted eyes reflecting the light of the setting sun. "Indeed, the alliance between our species has already proven to be a source of strength and innovation. I look forward to what we will achieve together." As they stood there, watching the sun dip below the horizon, Zorath felt a sense of hope and possibility that he had never known before. The galaxy was vast and filled with challenges, but with the humans by their side, the Krill could face anything.